Jazz is the music that's really just got my feet moving and I guess got my soul dancing since I was a child.
You know, I was into classical music in the beginning a lot, but what I really liked about jazz is that it gave me an opportunity for my own personal self-expression.
Well, jazz because I can express myself the most in that genre. It's a free music.
In general, it's freedom of expression. There's a lot of humanity, a lot of humor. People's personalities come out. It's just like you're hanging out having a conversation when you play jazz with people.
It's very much the feeling, it's the rhythm, it's the harmony, it's the melody. Jazz music is very rhythmic and it just makes you want to dance. And then the harmony, just the feeling you get from the sounds that are created are just beautiful.
So with jazz, I felt like I could really take the music and do what I wanted to do with it. You know, that it really gave me a chance to showcase my personal interest and my personal expression.
The first jazz recordings I ever heard were Jerry Mulligan. He's a baritone saxophone player, and that was the first time I had ever heard anything like that, and it floored me.
My teacher gave me two jazz albums to take home and listen to. One was Kinda Blue, and the other was a Charlie Mingus record called Blues and Roots.
At 13, my neighbor, Charles Brown, saw me carrying a double bass and gave me a Miles Davis record and a John Coltrane record. And that night, that bug bit me. I heard that music, and I actually heard it for the first time.
I remember listening to Kinda Blue, and it just like, you know, just overwhelming like feeling that I never felt before listening to music. And you know, I knew at that point I wanted to be a part of that, you know, be a part of that experience called jazz.
And the next morning at the breakfast table, I announced to my parents that I was going to be a jazz musician. And they looked at me as if I was out of my mind and said, why would you want to be that? And I couldn't see being anything else. And from that day forward, I spent the rest of my time trying to be a jazz musician.